Lance Stroll faces being in the shadow of veteran teammate Fernando Alonso at Aston Martin after the two-time world champion opened his campaign with 3 podiums. Lance Stroll has been told to fire a huge warning to Fernando Alonso as they battle for supremacy at Aston Martin. Stroll had competed for the number 1 seat with 4-time world champion Sebastian Vettel for the last 2 years before the German retired and was replaced by Alonso. Big improvements to Aston Martin's car during the off-season has put them in podium contention, and Alonso has finished 3rd in the opening 3 races this season. Meanwhile, Stroll has been recovering from a pre-season cycling accident which hampered his preparations heading into the season opener in Bahrain, finishing 6th. An engine problem ended Stroll's hopes in Saudi Arabia before he finished 4th behind Alonso at the Australian Grand Prix earlier this month. The 24-year-old has qualified slower than Alonso in each of the 3 races and risks playing second fiddle to his experienced teammate. Former world champion and now F1 pundit Damon Hill says that Stroll needs to make his ambition clear to become number 1 driver at Aston Martin this season and effectively ending Alonso's career. Hill told the F1 Nation podcast, "Form has to be maintained, sustained over time. It's no good, just a blip, a one-off event. So he'd have to make it his ambition this year. He'd have to set his goal as ending Fernando Alonso's career. Now that sounds brutal, but that's what George Russell is trying to do, against Lewis Hamilton. That's what Nico Hülkenberg is trying to do with Kevin Magnussen. You have to establish yourself as the undisputed king, number 1 in that team." However, after an impressive start to the season, Alonso has no immediate plans on retiring and fired a warning towards podium rivals Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Instead of having thoughts of retirement, Alonso told Bang Olufsen's YouTube channel that he believes a 3rd world title is possible. He said, "That's why I keep racing, obviously. You know the challenge is big. You know that you need to obviously overcome some difficulties and some top teams that are now on top of the sport. But yeah, I race every day and I train every day thinking that the 3rd title is possible. I'm still fresh, I'm still motivated, I still enjoy every single day. I wake up in the morning and I'm happy of what I'm doing, so yeah, there is a few more years I think more for me and hopefully with a title contender in the future."